Hi there, and welcome back to PS4. And this is little Grizzle Grump Jones here. He's an archer. And we're in the beautiful Gridania, which is a massive foresty area, which is quite spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. So, he is an archer, which is a ranged damage per second. So, again, he'll be hitting things like the previous video with the Thermitage. He'll be trying to hit things from as far away as possible to begin with. And in a party, again, we're supporting the tank to do as much damage as he can without kind of drawing attention to himself. Let's have a quick look at the skills that are available. He's only level 12, so he's got a huge number available. But actions, you've got heavy shot, which is your general shot. 20% of the next straight shot will deal critical damage. So by doing heavy shot, my straight shot, which will do extra damage, hopefully. Additional effect increases critical hit rate by 10% for 20 seconds, which is quite useful. You've got Raging Strikes, increases damage dealt by 20% for 20 seconds. You've got Venomous Bite, which is a damage over time. Poison Attack. Misery's End, which like we had with the Marauder earlier on, once the mob that you're attacking has a HP below 20%, it does additional damage and potentially will execute them. Shadow Bind, it cancels auto attack and binds the target, so it pops them in place. Good if someone's getting a bit too close to you. Bloodletter is simply an additional attack. And then you've got things like Quick Knock, which is a quick attack which does damage to enemies in a cone before you, so that's an area of effect. Swift Song speeds you up and the people around you. This increases Dexterity, Hawk's Eye. Quelling Strikes reduces enmity. Now, if you are in a party and you find that you're drawing too much attention to yourself, you do Quelling Strike, which reduces your enmity, which is the aggression that the mobs have for you, and hopefully gets them to attack the tank instead. Barrage increases number of strikes per auto attack to 2, so when you auto attack, you're doing twice as much damage. Blunt Arrow delivers an attack with a potency of 50, and it silences, so you've got the spell caster, you hit Blunt Arrow, and it'll stop them casting spells. Flaming Arrow, well, that's pretty easy. It's an area of effect, which is a fire arrow. And then finally, Wide Volley, it delivers an attack with a potency of 110 to a target and enemies near it. So those are area of effect spells. So you can attack more than one mob at once, which are great for parties. Not quite so good for soloing, because then you have 5 or 6 things attacking you instead of only one. Right, let's just have a little look at him in action. I've got some Dendromites here to look at. Where are we? Here we go, there's one. What's it called? Diamite. Here we go. So, we go. Attack. Attack. He's on his way. Do that one. Oh, right. Ouch. Okay, now let's hit some of these others. See what happens. To get him, because I'm now in the line of fire. Let's run away a bit. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, what's that one do? There was one that was actually linked there. I didn't notice that. Ah, killed him. So there was the Misery's End, or that's the one where enemies below 20%, you can take them down. Let's try that again. They're quite fun, actually. And they've got a reasonable range from here. So let's have a go. This, I'll keep my finger ready on the execute button. Hit Bloodletter. No, we'll just keep hitting him now with the normal cooldown ones until that comes up. There we go. Execute. Oh, didn't quite get him. It certainly did a ton of damage. Let's have one more look at that. Let's find someone to attack. Let's get the Hornet Swarm. Ready? So, get your rotations. I mean, that's the most important thing with games like this, is understand the best order in which to activate your skills to do the maximum damage. That comes with a bit of practice. I'm not a theory crafter. I'm not like some of the people you'll see who'll spend... Got him! That was nice. Who'll spend hours at training dummies, perfecting their rotations so they make sure that they have the most fabulous gear set and tweak everything to within an inch. I'm sorry, I haven't got the patience to do that. I'm not someone who has time to be able to spend hours and hours theory crafting this, but you will figure out pretty quick the best sequence of shots to do to make sure everything works properly. So I'm going to go up here. I don't think there's any baddies, nothing's going to kill me. This is just such a beautiful game. Look at that, there's massive trees. Beautiful detail on them. So pretty. Water effects, everything. And the draw distance is huge. You see everything going on. There's very little pop-up. There's very little lag of any kind. It's just a gorgeous little game. Look at little chappy there, Grizzle Grumpy, great. Beautiful. So that's an Archer in action. Some nice abilities in there that do an awful lot of damage. I think very welcome in any party. Now, what will happen is, I think, with the Archer, if you get him to level 30, and then you go to the Conjurer, which is the healing class. I might be wrong on this, but I think it's this combination. Get them to level 15. You unlock the job of a Bard, which is a ranged attacker, but also has various buffs, so it can increase strength or do some healing, that kind of stuff. So that's quite useful. Up here, level 33. Oh no, let's move away from there, because I will get owned totally. But it's so beautifully lit. The detail on his little hat there and the rivets is absolutely fabulous. I like this game. I think you probably gathered that over the last few videos. I really like this game, and as soon as it is released properly on PlayStation 4, I'll be playing a lot of it. Like I said in a previous video, I played this, or have been playing this still on the PlayStation 3, so it works brilliantly on the PlayStation 3. Yeah, it's not as smooth and it's not as pretty, but it still works very well. It's the only game really that's drawing me back to the PlayStation 3. Once this is released properly on PlayStation 4, the likelihood is that I'm going to be not retiring the PS3, because there's still some fabulous games I will dip into, but certainly the percentage shift between PS4 and PS3 usage will change considerably. Okay, so that is Grizzle Grump Jones, who is an Archer. What I'm going to do now is to look very finely at the Conjurer. It's very low level, so we'll just get a sense of what the different types of ability are, and then what I'll do is I'll go to the character customization page and just show you the remaining ones that I haven't been able to talk about, which I think is only the Gladiator and the Pugilist. I think we've managed to have a look at everything else. So thanks again very much for watching. We'll get on to the Conjurer in a second. He's just so cute. Look at him. Oh, bless. I'll see you in a second with the Conjurer. Right, this is my Conjurer. Very pretty. One thing that they have done is, I think I showed this on an earlier video when the last beta did, they've actually put boob physics in, which, I'm not sure it's the best use of the PlayStation's power, but it's certainly very amusing. Look, whee! Anyway, I can't really show you any gameplay with this. He's level 1 and is bang in the middle, the beginning of a quest. There's nothing for her to go and shoot at the minute. What we'll do though is we will have a look at her actions and traits very quickly, and what I'll do is I'll roll a basic Pugilist and a basic Gladiator as well, and we can see what they've got. So the first thing they've got is a stone. So they've got an elemental attack, which is stone, and that comes straight away. So they've got that available at day 1, which is their main attack. You can see level 2, they've got a cure. Arrow, they get another attack, so it's wind damage over time. It's a damage over time thing. You won't be in parties, be doing very much attacking. You will be spending all of your time curing. Cleric stance swaps current intelligence and mind attribute ratings, and increasing potency of attack spells by 10% and reducing the potency of healing spells by 20%. So this happens all the time. So I suppose the idea behind this is the fact that if you are soloing, what you do is make sure that you're doing more damage with your attacking spells, so you stay alive longer. And if you're in a party, you would not do clerical stance, because what you want to do is to be better at healing stuff. Protect, you can protect yourself, which means you will take a reduced damage, and the great thing about this is if you cast it in a party, it automatically casts it over all 4 of your party members, including yourself, which is absolutely brilliant. Medica restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members, so that is a kind of a group heal, which is quite nice, particularly if you're going to be in parties a lot. That is a raise, so if one of your party members dies, you can raise them from the dead. Insuna will clear any, these are all staples of Final Fantasy, but Insuna will get rid of any status effects such as poison or slow or anything like that, which is great in a party. I think that will be individuals rather than over. There's a stronger stone. Repose infects target with sleep. So again, crowd control that with a thermitage, that will send a mob to sleep. So if you're being attacked by 2 mobs, you can put one to sleep and concentrate on one at a time. Or in a party, what will often happen is the tank will ask you to put certain of the mobs to sleep, so we can make sure that we're organising ourselves properly and not getting overwhelmed. Stone Sin creates a barrier around the target that absorbs damage, taking 10% of target's maximum HP. So that's a damage absorb, which is brilliant. Oops, never mind. Don't need to worry about that running out. For you, that means you get reduced damage for a little while, and also you can cast it on party members as well. So a bit of survivability. Okay. Then we got Shroud of Saints, reduces enmity by half. Again, so if you're drawing a little bit too much attention for yourself by casting loads of spells around, it means that the mobs will lose interest in you and then concentrate hopefully on the tank. A stronger cure, a stronger healing spell, and a stronger group healing spell. Like I said previously, as you travel through the storyline for a conjurer, you will unlock some other skills at various levels, usually up at 10, 15 or 20 like I said, but these are the basic ones. So that is a conjurer. Very short and sweet. What I'll do is I'll roll a pugilist and a gladiator, and they'll be level 1, very much like this, but we can then at least look at what the basic setups of their skills and attributes are. So we'll be back in a little while with a gladiator and a pugilist, so I'll see you in a second.